Hello YouTube. I'm back finally. It's taken me forever. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a version of this that I'm happy with at this point. We had a lot of trouble finding a place for me to actually sit and do it where you could see my face. Apparently I'm like a mirror or the moon. I reflect light. So that was really difficult. So note to self, just record videos at night. Come here. Never mind. That's the cat, but he won't come here. So I finally finished reading this book. It was less than 200 pages, and the print's not like really small. So it just took me forever because I don't have a lot of time to read. I'm pretty sure it's geared toward like teenagers, tweens maybe, but I still really liked it because it's just an easy read. You know, you're not going to have to use a lot of, thinking power. You can just read it and enjoy it. It's written by Kate Tierman. The series is Sweep, and this one is called Book of Shadows. It's the first of 6. I noticed this at our little discount place. They had books 4, 5, and 6. So when we were taking a trip out of town, and there was a used bookshop, and we went there, and I found the first one. I wish I would have gotten 4, 5, and 6 now because I can't wait to read the rest of it. I think it's great. It started out kind of like Twilight, I thought, because you have like this really small town. New student shows up and just everyone just falls all over themselves for this new student. But it ended up not being like that, and I was glad because you don't want to feel like, even though it's a different book, you're reading the same story again. The main character, her name is Morgan. She's, studious and she's shy. She's a good girl. She doesn't really date boys. They don't really notice her, I guess. And mainly probably because of her best friend Bree, who is very outgoing. She's beautiful. She's also friends with popular kids. But it's a small enough place that, everyone knows everyone. So anyway, they have the new student Cal, and Cal, he has a party and invites a ton of kids, and it's like in the woods, and at the end he's like, do you guys want to join me in a circle? And some of the kids are kind of freaked out, say hello, say hello. He was purring but not enjoying that. So some of the kids are kind of freaked out. Are you do you worship Satan and that kind of thing? But Bree and Morgan and some other kids stay, and this is what begins the conflicts of the book. So Morgan's gonna have conflicts with her bestie because everyone likes Cal, other classmates, other girls because everyone likes Cal. And they all notice that he kind of gives some sort of special attention to Morgan, and it just kind of irks Bree because I'm the popular one, I'm the pretty one, what does he see in you? And she doesn't, just say that to her, to begin with, but that's what I was thinking that her attitude is. She goes to it's not local, but like right outside their town, there's a magic shop, and buys a few books. Her mom finds them, and she's like, not in my house. So you have that conflict too, where she's really drawn to Wicca and wants to learn more about it, but she doesn't want to upset her mom. But then of course she's a teenager, so she doesn't care what her mom thinks. So you're going through all these conflicts with Morgan. You're also learning about Wicca with her, and so the book, it has like a good neat ending, but there's also obviously room for more story. So I really hope that I can find the rest of them. I want the books, and I want all the ones that look like this. I think that I think they'll look really cool sitting on the shelf together. And I guess it's just like a little personal thing that I want to get the other books in the series, and I want the ones that look like this because I have a couple of other series recently that I got like the actual physical book, and then I found like 3 more that they had a sale on Kindle, so it was really cheap. And then I found this other book, so I read some of them on Kindle, and then I finished them on Audible, and I really, really like them, so I really wish that I had the set. And then it's always kind of a thing that certain books, I really like them and enjoy them, and they're not really, like adult, they're young adult, teenager books, so I'm hoping that my kids might read them. We have tons of books, and there's a lot of books that, we'll go ahead and we'll get them because we hope that, our kids will read them. We have one kid that's like a major reader. The other 2, not so much, but maybe one day. I think it's good if you have kids that they see you read. The next thing I want to talk about, I got this book because I really liked the cover, and I misread the title. I thought it said Goodnight Moon, and it's a horror book, and I was like, oh, that's funny because, I remember reading that book to the kids, Goodnight Moon, not this book, but a children's book, of course, but it's not Goodnight Moon. It is Goodnight Moom with an M, Jack McLean. This cover is just really cool. I did a little digging, and this is published by Kensington with a zebra imprint. You're not going to be able to see it, I'm sure, if I try to show you, but it says zebra imprint. It has just like a little weird Z on there. Apparently they just do like romance novels, but in the 80s they did a stint of horror books, so I'm gonna be on the hunt for these. I've looked, and they have a bunch of other weird covers, so I think they would just be cool to have. I pick up books based on their covers all the time, or I think it has a cool title. I'm not disappointed that I misread that. I still like it. But I do that a lot. I've even had books where like I would have been interested in it because I hate the cover so much, I don't want to get it. Or if there's a book I want and it's been adapted for a movie, and all the prints they have in the bookshop are just the movie ones, I won't get it because I kind of hate those. I'd much rather have a book that has book art. I like this. I don't want to see like an actual person's face or like a photograph of someone's face. I just think when they do actual like cover art, it's just more creative. Not the longest video, but I'm super excited for SummerSlam tonight, so I don't mind that I'm cutting it short. I'm looking forward to main event with Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe, and Braun Strowman. That's going to be great. Samoa Joe is a lot of fun to watch. He's, super strong guy, but he's also really athletic, so he's a lot of fun to watch. AJ Styles and Kevin Owens with Shane McMahon's going to be the referee. I'm sure he's going to get involved in some kind of way. Shinsuke and Jinder Mahal. I don't really care about Jinder Mahal, but totally in love with Shinsuke Nakamura. If you follow him on Instagram, he just seems like such a cool guy. I'm really looking forward to Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks. They're good at smack talking and having so much attitude, so it's going to be great to see them in a match together. And then Finn Balor and Bray Wyatt. That's what I'm really looking forward to. That's, when I heard about that, I totally insisted that my husband get the network. I was like, we gotta see it. I gotta see it. What if he does the demon entrance first time on WWE? I want to see that. And they're just going to be good because they're both really good in the ring. So, anyway, thank you for watching. If you watched, hopefully it wasn't painful. And please subscribe.